Bye, my save file.
Alright.
It's time for the Capcom. We're playing Dead Rising on the channel still.
I'm back again, but this time for a good game. Okay, Kirby admittedly might arguably be good, but it's okay. We're doing what I want to do, and I'm excited.
That's the important bit.
I suppose I should introduce myself again, huh? This is a new one this time.
Yes, this is...
Hi, everybody.
This is my friend Neil from Part-Time Gamers.
You can find me on Twitter at ThatNeilJ, or you can look for me and my podcast and all that cool stuff that I do. What button do I press here? There we go, got it.
There we go.
At ptgamers.org.
Neil is a part-time gamer.
Yep, and a full-time at a job I don't want to be at.
Hey!
Woo!
Ain't that
All
just the way? So, also...
I like this game.
You probably know us by this point, too. It's Scott and Tony again.
And if you... Neil is on controls right now, blowing through the first level of Mega Man X. And
I'm not a speedrunner, but
if you
we're gonna try.
Enjoy seeing Neil on the controls, you should tune in to his Twitch and watch him play... Are you still doing Shovel Knight?
So I finished Shovel Knight. I don't know what I'm doing yet this week, and by the time people see this, I have no idea what I'll be on.
Fair.
I play a lot of stuff.
So you did Shovel Knight most recently. What was one of your favorites that you've done recently?
So I did a full playthrough of Dark Souls 3 on there,
on
which
stream.
was great, and I like that game a lot. This thing just die, please.
I'm really, I was watching for part of the DLC that he was doing, and I'm so upset that I wasn't there to watch him fight a couple of the bosses.
Yeah? Which ones?
Dark Eater Midir.
Oh, I liked that fight a lot.
We've talked about it. You liked that fight. That is one of my least favorite fights.
Yeah. It's not an easy one. It's grueling. That fight is 10 minutes on its own.
Also, Neil and I have known each other for a while. We played games together for a while. This is the fastest I've ever seen him do anything.
What? Come on. I eat really fast, too.
Eat robots for breakfast.
Know your limit, play within it, man. Come on.
Yeah, I really, really like this game a lot. I have not played it in a very long time. I have watched people speedrun this game. Caleb Hart, if you've heard of that guy, is very big on Twitch for basically running these games.
Nice.
I really don't want to die here. Oh, I want to be at low health, though. So here's a speedrunning tip about this part. You have to fight a boss up here
and
who you can't win.
A scripted event where you have to lose.
Yeah. And so when you're speedrunning this game, you actually try to start this at really low health.
To make that boss fight.
So that he hits you one time and then you,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Come on. Oh god, no,
Beans.
Otherwise,
B.
There we go.
Oh,
no,
B.
not that one.
B. No.
B.
B.
I got it.
There we go.
A and B feel reversed to me on this controller.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird placement on that one.
Hit me. Thank you.
There we go.
Nice.
And
also, he kind of looks like he's got a Mandalorian helmet, this guy.
He's got a little bit of a Boba Fett thing.
Yes, I know I'm worthless, Vile. I don't care.
When I was a kid, I never remembered Vile's name.
Oh, really?
I always the bad guy's Sigma. That's Sigma, right?
No.
No.
But I do fight Sigma in this game. I'm probably not going to be able to speedrun through this whole game. I'm just going to say that right now. Okay. This game, if people are actually speedrunning it, I think it's down to 30 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Something like that.
So this is a weird thing. I had a history of video games class during my degree.
Ooh, nice.
And part of that class was that everybody got to pick a game and then research the history of it and the development and where it came from and why it was made and the technology of the era, and then they play it in front of the people and demo it.
Nice.
And a couple of guys did Mega Man X.
And
Chill Penguin.
Yeah. I fucking love Chill Penguin.
During the course of their, I'm going to say, 10-minute presentation?
Mm-hmm.
Less than that. It was less than that.
Sure.
The guy is rambling on and on about the history of Mega Man X, where it came from, design choices. And the guy who's on controls blows through the first 2 levels like nothing. He doesn't take a single hit.
Nice.
That's what I like to see.
I asked him during the Q&A period, is this normal for you? And he's like, yeah, I really like this game.
I mean, that would be like if I were hands-on. Again, this is coming up. If like somebody were talking about Mario 64 while I was playing, like,
or me on Bloodborne.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are very good at Bloodborne.
Thank you.
I don't know how. That game feels hard to me.
When Neil tried Bloodborne at my house one evening, and he got frustrated with one of the bosses and ran out of healing items, I made him take a break, and then I just went through and farmed some blood vials for him to use so he could try again.
Are blood vials?
Blood vials are your health potions.
Yeah.
Estises and
so
chips.
That's one of the design choices I actually don't like in Bloodborne.
That's fair. It's not
because you have that limited resource and you farm it instead of just having a certain number that you refill whenever you save.
I like that.
Which I like a lot, because then when you get to a boss, you can just farm against the boss, learning what you need and having a certain amount of resources and guaranteeing that.
But if you die too many times, then you burn your resources.
If you die too many times and you're burning your resources, then you have to just spend time fighting a bunch of guys you don't care about.
Yeah.
I think I just... part of it is that it's just in the first Dark Souls game, which is your favorite, right?
Yeah, I think the third one might actually be the one I think is the best.
Yeah. But, like, I think I'm, like, biased against the Estus system because it's so poorly explained in that game.
That's true. Oh, boy.
I mean, but you're talking about lore explanation, right?
No, but mechanical explanation.
Oh, okay.
Because there's this mechanic where there's hard humanity and there's soft humanity, and you use hard humanity to acquire soft humanity, and you use soft humanity to make bonfires stronger. And when you make the bonfire stronger, you get more Estus.
I'm not gonna lie.
None of that is
I don't
ever
remember
explained.
Most of what you're saying.
None of this is ever explained to the player in any way.
No.
Like the whole, I think,
Come on.
the whole humanity concept is never explained. It's one of the biggest black spots on Dark Souls.
I don't have the ability that'll get me a thing up here, but I just don't really want to go to the bottom.
Yeah, this
takes too long.
This shaves them minutes a little bit.
Oh yeah. I'm so impressed by people that like stream and speedrun games and like talk to their people and look at a chat all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It is insane.
Yeah.
See, that's the one thing about the charity thing that always worked for me was when I was doing the speedrunning, I was interacting, but I had at least one person there reading the chat to me.
Yeah.
That saved my life.
If there's a question or something, like looking over at something else when you're in the middle of speedrunning is crazy.
It's absolutely insane, you know. And then having a person who's like, hey, this person just asked about this thing. You can be like, oh, well, of course, blah, 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 blah.
Do the thing. I'm not actually speedrunning. Thank you. Oh, still hit me. Oh, God, I'm the worst.
Ah.
Am I actually going to die to Chill Penguin? I'm going to be so disappointed in myself if I die to Chill Penguin.
Chill Penguin won't get the satisfaction.
I am disappointed in my play right now.
That's fine. You got here quicker than either of us would have been able to.
Guarantee that. Actually, there was only one... You know what? Mega Man Zero. I was really good at those games.
Which one? Those were the ones on the Game Boy?
Yeah, they are set, like, thousands of years later, and you get to play as Zero instead of Mega Man.
Yeah.
There's a lot more RPG elements to it, which is probably why I'm better at it.
No, I do remember that one. Good game. Also, eat a dick.
Thank you.
Eat a dick, Chill Penguin. Eat a dick.
Yes.
I like Chill Penguin.
He's, I think he's great, but as far as him being the first boss that you actually have to kill.
So I've watched someone do a playthrough of this in reverse boss order, which I think is insane, because you don't get the dash boots until the end of the game that way. And boy, howdy, I love me some dash boots.
Yeah.
So Chill Penguin's power is good against this guy, but I always did this one next.
Because Storm Eagle is the best.
And because he's easy, and it makes that level way easier.
Storm Eagle looks so cool.
Storm Eagle is so fucking cool!
He is a pretty cool guy.
He's kind of like Michael Keaton and Spoderman.
Oh yeah,
like big robot.
Yeah, Michael Keaton as Birdman.
Yeah. He was a Batman, he was a Birdman, then he was a Birdman. It's a career.
Well, I messed up twice already.
Ooh, also the frame rate dropped. Hard.
Yeah, it did.
Do you need a special thing to get through there?
No, I can blow it up, but there's nothing back there.
Okay, I thought it was a shortcut.
No. Oh, God, Okay.
That went better than expected.
I slightly messed up, but everything is fine. So what I actually want to do... No, you jerks.
Oh boy.
You're all animals.
Maybe you should just go through there.
See, this doesn't progress the level and it takes a while, but there might be help. Okay.
Yeah, that's handy.
You guys
God,
are
this
the
music
worst.
is so good.
I mean, yeah.
Mega Man X has such good music.
I feel like we need to take a moment to just appreciate that.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, Mega Man X, Mega Man 2, and...
There we go.
nice.
That's what I wanted.
Nice. Mega Man X, Mega Man 2, and Shovel Knight are the best Mega Man games with soundtracks.
Shovel Knight totally is a Mega Man game.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it.
And
Probably why I like it so much.
And its soundtrack is absolutely a Mega Man game soundtrack.
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
the
bring this
soundtrack
back.
is so good.
The soundtrack is not as good as these other games, the ones you just mentioned.
Mm.
Sure.
Mega Man Zero, the main Zero's theme song,
Oh, yeah?
is so fucking hype.
That's
Is
pretty-
it?
Like, it is really good.
I'm gonna do another shill for a thing that I found, but there's this 8-tracks, SoundCloud playlist I found,
Cool.
and I was basically just looking for remixes, like dance
Right.
remixes of video game
Yeah, there is.
songs,
Good.
and I found an 87 song playlist called
Wow.
Mario Party Hard.
no.
It's so good. It's got like some incredible remixes of the Green Hill Zone music from Sonic 2, which
This feels a little bit sacrilegious being on a Mario playlist, but
well, I mean,
I know it's not actually a Mario playlist.
You know what? It's fine.
but
Damage boosting. It's fine.
the Green Hill Zone remixes are all on my running playlist now because
Yeah! Because you gotta go fast.
exactly. I got bright red running shoes because I'm a bitch for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Man, I grew up on Sonic the Hedgehog. I told you, Genesis was my first system, right?
Yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog. I really wish he had good games.
yeah, exactly. It's like
now,
I mean,
these
you
days.
have Sonic Colors.
Adventure
I
2,
haven't played that one.
Colors, Generations, 2, 3, and Knuckles. Those are the ones that I can
Those are
say.
good ones.
Yeah, those are the good ones
What
for
about,
sure.
what about the Sonic fighting game?
Sonic the Fighter.
Don't
Yes.
think I played that one, actually.
It's atrocious.
But you can play as Bark the polar bear.
God, he sucks.
I also have a soft spot for Sonic Adventure, the first one.
Yeah, whatever.
Sonic Adventure 2 has some good stuff in it, but I really didn't like what they did to Tails.
Tails and Eggman, yeah.
Yeah, those
See-
levels are not fun.
I kind of see. My problem is that I approached that part of the series ass backwards because we did the GameCube ports first.
Yeah,
Sure.
Adventure 2 was the first
So,
one that we really spent a lot of
We
time
were
on.
first exposed to Sonic Adventure 2, and by that point, when I went back and played Sonic Adventure, I was like,
Oh.
why is this so weird and janky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure
Which,
definitely
to be
doesn't
fair,
age great.
Sonic Adventure 2 is also really janky,
Mhm.
but if you're comparing the two, the first one has a lot more jank.
And like
Oh,
coming
yeah,
back
those-
to it now, analytically speaking, they're both fine games. Like I have no like they're not great, but I have no beef with them.
Yeah,
they're fun
right.
to play. But at that point, it's like all you've got is your comparisons.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's another fun thing.
Nice.
No, you got all the secret tricks. And then,
God, I love this
then you
game.
boss fight.
Boss fight.
How cool is this?
I know.
Like, you walk into the ship to fight him, and then
It's-
you blow it up to just be like, hey, bitch, come get me.
Also, it's like the first time you really fight a boss who's not in a room.
Mm-hmm. And also, a lot of the inspiration for the way that Propeller Knight moves came from
Oh, yeah.
from this general battle.
I love the power you get from him, too. Just everything about... This is probably my favorite Mega Man boss.
It's a good pick.
It's a pretty good one. Come on, there we go.
I like Junkman because he's a pile of trash.
For another just fun thing about this, you can see where all these people are on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cool.
This guy, I just crashed his plane into this.
Oh, and that affects
That's
the
Which is why the first part of this level is substantially easier now. And the mini-boss,
Really?
Yeah,
the mini-boss
'cause-
does not shoot giant electric lasers at me.
See,
So
look.
here's the pieces of the ship.
Mega Man's literally terrorized. this
So if you
place.
don't do Storm Eagle before this level, these floors have electrical currents running through them, which is a pain in the butt.
because you have to dodge while attacking.
Yeah.
Because people talk about, like, there's the cool, like, boss order that you can do, But I've never actually heard someone talk about that in like a video.
Yeah, it's incredible. Actually, there is one video where they talk about it, and this is the I don't know if there's others, but I do know for sure there's one, and it's on Game Grumps. Aaron did a solo playthrough of Mega Man X because it's his favorite game
Ever.
where he played it on his own, just talking about lore and things that you can do to make the game easier and stuff like that. Like, he gets the Hadouken and everything, but he talked about how you want to do Storm Eagle first because then you make this level way easier for yourself.
Yeah. Also, Storm Eagle is a really easy boss, and as long as you have the dash boots, like, he can be a little bit tricky if you don't have the dash boots, just because if he's pushing you around and stuff.
Because that is potentially an instant death.
Yeah.
Speaking of...
Everything's fine?
Everything is perfectly normal.
I was just showing you guys how good I am at not dying.
There was this, right before the Insane trilogy launched, the Crash Bandicoot one, and you know how literally everybody's done a video of Insane at this point?
Right.
Right before it launched, there were a couple of people that got codes so they could play it early.
Right.
And one of the guys he essentially got like a code that gave him access to the first 20 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah.
And he opens up so unsure of himself. Like, I don't even know who this YouTuber was. He just showed up in my feed one time.
So right here, he'd be shooting giant lasers down if he had electricity.
But he didn't need it.
No.
Yeah,
he fell on me because I messed up my dash.
Threw his Metroid corpse at you.
Oh, really? I started at the beginning of the level?
It's
a Mega Man game.
But he's talking very unsure of himself. And he's like, yeah, so I guess we're just going to take a look at Crash Bandicoot. This is one of my favorite games. It's a good time, alright? And then he prefaces, he's like, well, I'm going to do like a serious playthrough at one point, ... But this time I'm just going to, take it easy and, maybe I'll die a couple times. Who's to say, really? Nobody's to say. Fuck you. And then, like, he fucks up, like, a ton of things in the first level, and he's like, oh boy.
And that's why Crash Bandicoot is the new Dark Souls, I guess.
Yeah, that's...
People have been talking about that new one being hard.
Yeah, apparently...
Or I guess remake, not really new.
No, the old one was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they've just, like, balanced things a little bit differently, so there are certain, like, if you have muscle memory for Crash Bandicoot,
it's gonna fuck you up.
That you can make this jump, you have to do the crouch, like, slide boost jump instead to make it, because the distance has been made slightly farther.
They've changed it a little bit.
Just enough to make it incredibly difficult.
But, I mean, that's the thing. The original games already were incredibly difficult.
Well, they were
not easy games.
They were incredibly simple.
Yes.
But they were, like, hard within the parameters that they set for themselves.
But, like, you guys saw, like, the game review that is the source of that meme, right?
No.
Okay, there was a review of the Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, where the reviewer literally calls it like the new Dark Souls.
But he didn't play through the whole game or something.
No, it's something like really dumb. Really, like, you just didn't. Either you're using buzzwords.
I didn't even get hit by him that time.
There you go.
I feel so bad about dying to this dude.
And that's why it has become a meme.
Gotcha.
Because, especially amongst anyone who's played the Souls games, who have just been ripping that review apart ever since.
Well, because,
Also, like, saying the Dark Souls of blank is a pretty lazy way of reviewing something these days.
It's just lazy shorthand for, like, this game is challenging.
Yeah, and there's, like, a lot of circumstances under which that sort of comparative analysis totally makes sense. Like, this is of a little different. But,
an elevator pitch.
But, no, this is... that's not what I'm going for. But, like, that sort of analysis where you directly compare a thing to another thing. Like, sometimes it works. And I'll give you this one. There's a resource that most people who are, listen to podcasts and watch YouTube are aware of called Audible.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And somebody referred to Audible as sort of like the Netflix of audiobooks. And I was like, that's not a bad comparison. Like it gets the point across in 10 seconds.
It gives you the cliff notes.
Exactly. Like, it's not exactly what the thing is, but anybody who understands that that's sort of what they're getting into, if they do any more research at that point, they're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
But saying that Crash Bandicoot is the new Dark Souls is just stupid. It's just an unintelligible thing.
It really bugs me because, like, yes, they are both difficult, but that is because, like, Dark Souls came at a point where, like, video games were getting infamous for being super easy and hand-holdy and forgiving.
Not even hand-holdy, though, but, like, a lot of games were trying too hard to tell a story, so they didn't focus too much on challenging you. Like The Last of Us, not a very difficult game to play when you're playing.
Right.
Amazing story.
Right.
Really focused on the storytelling.
But like,
why didn't he freeze?
He did for a second.
There we go.
Spark Mandrill Syndrome.
Spark, freeze, buddy. Why are you so bad at freezing today?
But no, sorry. Crash Bandicoot just came from an era of game design where different priorities were.
Exactly. Oh, did you hear that they've announced that there's a very distinct possibility?
No!
Shit. All right. They're gonna try. It sounds like they're going to do a triple play remake, re-release of Spyro because of how much money Crash made.
I hope Spyro gets more love.
Spyro.
I hope Spyro gets more love outside of Skylanders.
Yeah.
I never actually played any of the Spyro games because I didn't have a PlayStation back then.
Spyro's a kid. I think we had one Spyro game.
I had one, and then I had a friend who had a different one, so I played two.
We dabbled, but Spyro was always a character who I liked conceptually.
Exactly.
And I liked his design. I liked the idea behind it, but I never really got to play it.
Gameplay was pretty good. Honestly, as far as those mascot character games were concerned, like your Sonic and your Bubsy and whatever.
Bubsy.
Spyro was good. Spyro did what he had to.
I have heard mostly good things about Spyro.
Yeah. I never really there weren't very many of those mascot-y characters that were very important to me.
Yeah.
Because even the not even Ratchet and Clank. I played Jak and Daxter.
Yeah, you did Jak and Daxter. I was big into a lot. I played a lot of early Sonic games.
Yeah.
There was Mario, obviously.
Right, obviously.
Mario, Sonic, and Rayman was my other big one.
That first Rayman game is so freaking hard.
Yeah, incredibly difficult. And 2 and 3, I spent so much time with. I love those games. Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc, fucking.
Yeah, I remember.
I do not recall playing that one.
It was
I definitely played The Great Escape, number 2.
Rayman.
Yeah,
Rayman
The Great
2
Escape was awesome.
Rayman 3. I feel like is based on my memories because I haven't played it in 10 years.
Sure.
I feel like it's a good game. I think it's a solid game. It does not live up to 2.
No, because 2 had that amazing thing where you could, you were trying to help Glowbox and you did the race with the bad guy, and at the end of the race he was like, I'll give you all of my riches or I'll help you cure Glowbox. And if you chose all of the riches, then the game just ended with Rayman being a fat cat on an island, and it was just game over 15 minutes in.
Rayman 2 hit it out of the fucking park. It was an amazing 3D platformer that, by rights, they should not have been able to make on their first go.
Oh my god, right? And then 3 is great, but 3 did some kind of odd things.
Yeah.
Because it did the introduction of the styles, the style cans.
Combat fatigues.
Yeah.
Like that.
It was like a can that had a color. And if you touched the can for a short period of time, you would get powers based on the color of the can.
And it would be some modification on your punch.
Yeah, so red can gave you a red outfit with blue hair, and you had spike fists that could punch through surfaces that you normally couldn't. Orange can gave you orange and teal and a helmet? No, sorry. Orange and blue, and it gave you a rocket-guided fist that you could use to hit targets.
So, there would be puzzles where you would have to guide your fist down a corridor to hit a switch.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, and then the yellow one gave you a helmet, and it was yellow and black, and you got a propeller. That would give you a super jump, so you could get further distances.
Okay.
And then green was a tornado fist that you would use to knock things down or twist things or whatever, and it was like a puzzle-solving tool.
Which, all that on paper sounds really cool.
And it honestly was fun.
Yeah.
It's just, it felt kind of weird the way that they... the levels were anywhere between 15 seconds and, 15 minutes. Certain levels would just be
And I'm not gonna lie, the last boss was really bad.
The one where you have to hit him with the spike fist around the side by climbing up the column.
Oh, maybe you blocked out the last boss.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay,
I remember spending a lot of time with that one.
So, the guy who's been, giving you trouble, the henchman guy who's been giving you trouble throughout the game, who's one of those,
He's one of the hoodlums, and he winds up inside Glowbox for most of the campaign, right?
No, there's this, giant invincible henchman guy who you have to fight in an arena at one point, and after that happens, he's like, I gotta get my revenge because I'm a warrior and he beat me.
Yeah.
So he ends up being the last boss, and he becomes like giant, and it's a rail shooter.
Yeah, no, I do remember that one.
And it was bad.
It's weird. Weird move.
It just wasn't a good final boss. I remember beating that and thinking, really?
Yeah.
I've heard a few people like outline this before, but more often than not, companies are going to put like most of their resources into the beginning of the game, and the further you get into it, the more it tapers off.
Man, that's always the thing that I find so rough, because a game that starts good, don't get me wrong, I love that, but if it ends bad, leaving a sour taste in my mouth is going to make me not remember the game that well.
Like
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2.
No!
I can think of a lot of games.
Assassin's Creed 2 had the best final boss in the world. Spoilers, you just beat the Pope to death with your fists.
Alright.
Open, damn you! Open! It's over, Rodrigo. No more tricks. No more ancient artifacts. No more weapons. Let us see what you are made of, old man.
All right, then. If that's how you want to play it.
What do you even want with the vault, Rodrigo?
Don't you know what lies within? Or do you mean to tell me the great and powerful assassins didn't figure it out? Figure what? God. It's God that went.
Alright.
You don't beat him to death, though. He's still alive.
The last mission of Assassin's Creed 2 is really cool. The part that sucks is the fact that what they do after that is just nonsensical.
Absolutely nonsense, yeah.
And I've probably mentioned this at the time, and I might even be contradicting myself, in a different video. At the time,
oh come on, Mega Man!
Freaking close. Also, I appreciate the fact that you shout at the character when something goes wrong, because I do that as well. Like when Mario dies in Mario 64, I'm like, fucking get your shit together, Mario, we're here.
Yeah, I mean, it was Mario's fault, not mine, obviously.
I'm pressing the buttons, he just needs to do what I tell him to.
When I first beat Assassin's Creed 2,
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, come on, there we go.
Oh my god, that was dangerously close.
I liked the ending because it was a twist. But the more you stop and think about it,
the thing with the Desmond. What? Who's that?
Yeah. The more you at the time, because I was at a point in my life where it's like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming, and it's like you didn't see that coming because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Did any of you guys ever watch Lex? Lexx? It was like a sci-fi show back in the day.
No, I don't think I've heard of that one. Actually.
It got me thinking about Lex, though.
Ooh.
Lex does that same sort of thing, because the first season has some character who's like a zombie or something. And,
okay.
The entire thing is about the world kind of having a cyclical nature.
Okay.
So this person does there's some kind of prophecy thing for a later person.
That's a good chart shot.
It is a good chart shot.
Sorry.
It's a really weird show. I can't remember a lot of. Is there another? I don't think so. There might be an E-tank over there somewhere.
You don't need that right now.
But yeah, that show does kind of that same sort of thing before going into completely weird places that are. At some point, they destroy the world that's the light world and end up in the dark world, and then it's revealed that the dark world is the universe that we currently exist in.
Oh, Darkest Timeline.
And they it does a Darkest Timeline type of thing, and
bizarre.
It gets real fucking weird.
Yeah. Alright.
My sister got really into that show for a while, so I ended up seeing a whole bunch of it.
Sure. Checks out.
There's just such a fine line between really interesting idea and pretentious bullshit.
Yeah, that's not inaccurate. Oh, damn it. Another one.
Yeah. You remember... Oh, God. You remember Vex. Anyways, I'm not talking about Vex.
Vex
we're gonna play that another time.
Christ. It's a bad game. It's sort of a 3D
I remember
platformer.
Gex.
I played the 3D one a lot.
Vex was a 3D quote-unquote platformer, quote-unquote character, quote-unquote action game.
Noises.
I don't think that game really knew what it wanted to be.
No, well, it was a character action game, kind of, but it was before character action games really had established themselves with their tropes and their conventions.
It was pre-Dante.
Yeah, exactly. And you play as God, it's set in sort of almost a furry land because
It is a furry land.
Everything is sort of an anthropomorphic animal.
It's in evil Whoville.
Yeah. And you play as Vex, whose family has been
I am doing very badly here.
killed by the regime.
Oh no!
There's some sort of tyrannical regime.
No,
Is this guy?
I thought it was the Wraiths.
Is this guy weak to the wind? Is that right?
I don't think.
No.
No, you have to cut off his trunk.
No, that's because
Right?
you can cut off his trunk, but it's not his actual weakness. I think
Find
it's
out.
wind.
See what happens.
Okay, well, let's find out.
But yeah, Vex, basically, he's in prison and his entire family gets killed.
Except his granddad.
Yeah, and he breaks out of prison by stealing some, war gauntlets that are big
war
claws.
gauntlets, yeah. And the gauntlets possess him.
I think this is it. It's doing more than one damage when it hits
It's
it.
pretty good.
The gauntlets possess him.
What I want to do is be closer to him when I do it, but
Yeah.
I am failing.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you can get two
that's
hits. You can get 2 hits per
If you place him
shot
close
if you're
enough.
close to him, because it takes so long to come out.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is just a DPS battle at this point.
Oh, he did the wrong move.
There he is.
He did the wrong move. He's dead.
Idiot.
Vex is a furry who has magic war claws.
Yeah.
That seems not great.
And you literally, your collectible item is the beating heart of a wraith.
Yeah, Wraith Hearts are the power
Still
stars.
beating a heart.
So what you're telling me is Edgelord.
Edgelord!
Like Shadow the Hedgehog meets Reaper meets
God.
Lapis Lazuli meets... Yeah.
Alright, the last one is... So
Meets
do I go
Alvin-
here and try to kill him without his power?
Who?
Flip a
Oh,
Who's
because
the
then I can get the last power and then get the Hadouken. Yeah, we'll try. Worst comes to worst, I die, and then
I'm already impressed.
I'm just sort of playing and letting you guys talk, because until someone tells me to stop playing this game, I'm just gonna
That's fine.
keep playing this game.
I was wondering that when you got towards the boss there, you might actually make it to the end of the game.
No, there's another 6 levels or something after
Yeah,
these
because you
guys.
gotta do these guys, and you gotta do all of Wily's castle.
And then
all
you
that
got,
crap.
or Sigma's castles?
Sigma's
And then-
Tower? I don't know.
And then there's a boss rush.
Yeah.
Well,
Still.
the boss rush
Is fine at that point, yeah.
Here's where you get the last X power.
Hooray!
God, I freaking love this game. This game is so good, you guys.
It's a very good game. It's a good thing that this happens to be one of your favorites, because it also happens to be one that we were trying to record at some point.
Oh, were you? Oh, that's great.
Exactly.
I'm glad I can help out.
We have someone pumped in on the controls.
Hey, are we casting shade? I got as far as I could in Donkey Kong, you son of a bitch.
I'm pretty sure Shade Man is Mega Man 7.
That's fair.
Why isn't he throwing his claw? What is this?
Did you guys ever play the Mega Man game that was just a co-op boss rush?
Oh, there was a fighting game, right?
It was kind of. You can play as Mega Man, Proto Man,
Yeah,
Base,
yeah.
or Duo.
So they came out with some Mega Man collection, anniversary collection
Lucas had
way
that.
back when.
Oh my god,
That
yeah.
had 1 through 8, but none of the X games, and it had that game in it. So I played it there.
Which is
I've
weird
never
because...
played it
Oh,
otherwise.
actually, I guess it wasn't an X game because it was classic Mega Man.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, so the Mega Man Fighters game is totally in that
The
thing.
Mega Man Anniversary Collection contains 10 classic Mega Man titles,
What the hell's the 10th?
including but not limited to...
It's Mega Man 1 through 8, the fighting game, and then what's the 10th one?
There's one other weird bonus one.
This is taking so long. I don't remember this guy taking this long. This is the worst.
1 through 8, and 2 never before released in the US.
There
arcades.
you go.
So one of them's the fighting game, and one of
So one of them's... Oh, you know what? There might be 2 of those fighting games.
Because I don't think your big charge is hitting.
Maybe not. Maybe it's hitting his thing and only the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
ones
there
hitting.
it is.
Oh,
You got there.
We got him. It's fine.
Time for free shit, thanks, Wily. Why did you put that behind a boss gate, you fuck?
Because if
Life.
you can't
Sorry,
beat this
life, yeah.
boss... Dr. Light is such a weirdo.
He's an odd duck, that one.
He made a little boy a robot.
Yeah.
I have no strings
I mean,
to
so
hold
did Nicolas
me down.
Cage in the Astro Boy movie, but...
True.
That movie's not bad.
It's
Have you guys
not.
watched that movie?
It's not a bad
The
movie.
more recent Astro Boy?
Okay, so I want to see this. I want to see this upgrade first.
This upgrade just makes you take less damage.
Oh,
Nothing exciting.
I thought we were getting the.
No, the Hadouken is the last one you get.
The
You
last
have to
one,
get,
but you have to have all the other
You have to
ones.
get these ones first. Yeah.
Damn it!
And then you have to do some really weird stuff. I might need to farm lives to get it. Actually,
Are you just trying to?
I'm trying to kill this.
You gotta
block.
knock that block out. Yeah.
Knock
Knock
your
your block off.
There we go. That's not very good. What do you need for that?
Shit.
Is there a dash, like an air dash?
No.
Because I know some of the games have that.
You know what? It might be. I can charge up my powers. I might have the right power for this.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens. Okay.
Not quite.
Valiant.
Not quite.
And pretty sure that's how you gotta do it.
It might be. Well, I died there. That's what I was expecting. We're gonna go here,
Did
so
you-
I
did
can
you get to
actually
keep
get
it?
the Hadouken.
You get to keep the power now that you
Yeah,
got it?
yeah.
Alright, cool.
That's cool at least.
But the Mega Man Legacy Collection got re-released for the current gen consoles, PS4 and Xbox One. Only have 1 through 6.
Yeah, that sucks.
And they're releasing Mega Man Legacy Collection 2
Oh,
for
yeah.
full retail price again.
one of these.
with
is this the spot with the
7
bats that just drop
MVXs.
lives?
I think so.
I need to farm lives because. So here's a weird thing about the Hadouken. You have to die a certain number of times in this level for it to spawn.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You know, and it might be different bats. It might be a different.
It might be a
bat that's
different
the
section
life-
of bats.
The
Yeah.
life bat.
The light.
There's a bat that has an absurdly high percentage of dropping bats or lives.
And you can cause him to
Slow
force
down!
respawn.
Oh,
That was almost bad.
That was a horrendous frame rate drop.
that was not great. I don't think my tons of purple helped, but
Eh, shouldn't have hurt.
lives, you bats.
You damn bats.
Oh wow!
Holy guacamole.
That slow down though. No lives. Are you the life bat? That might be the life bat.
Are you the gatekeeper?
Are you the keymaster?
God damn it.
Life bat, give me lives. Fuck. Oh my god, there's so many bats chasing me right now.
And they're
Life bat.
as they appear on screen, they're dropping the frame
I
rate.
know.
Like
It's terrible.
each one is removing a single frame.
Yeah. That's their superpower.
That's their stand.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you.
Well, I mean, we know that you can freeze time, so
They're like
enough bats get together.
They're like Harvest, but they steal frames of animation.
Wait, that might be the life bat.
I think that was. Come on, you.
God, bat. It's not the life bat. I don't trust it anymore.
God damn it all.
So let me fall down.
Yoips. Ride or die. Literally.
Could be both. Ride and die.
Ride while
Definitely
dying.
far this way. Get in front of him.
Nice.
So that I can get this. Because otherwise, it's
You're
not
fucked.
a thing you can get easily.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Oh no!
You get to keep the upgrade.
Yeah.
Mega Man!
It's okay. I also need to die on this level, right?
Yeah, exactly. At least one time.
The other way to do that is you just have to kill this thing fast enough, which is doable, but a lot harder. You might be weak to something, but
Hard to say.
Not gonna lie, that's probably what I would have tried.
I still did it.
You would have
Yeah.
done it.
There we go. Like that?
Okay, so it's this bat. It's gotta be that bat. I can feel it in my bones.
Now, when we get to the point when we have T-shirts,
Fuck.
I want Life Bat to be a T-shirt.
The life bat.
Are you the life bat?
Oh my god, what is with this bat? I swear to god there's a life bat in this level. The whole point of the bat is to give you lives.
Want me to look it up?
No.
No, we're above that.
That's way
Are
too
we?
much work.
We're above it. Oh my
I wonder if it's one of
god.
those bats.
Yeah, maybe. What the fuck?
Bye. Well,
Ah!
I mean, I was trying to die, but that was not quite the way I meant to.
Well,
Alright, how many lives do I have left?
0.
Alright, well, I hope 2 deaths is enough because I can't seem to find Life Bat.
God damn you, Life Bat. Oh, man.
Maybe he only appears when you most need him.
Like the room of requirement.
Yeah.
The Life Bat of requirement.
Whoa!
So rude. So rude. Don't you know we're recording?
Alright. It's gotta be
KD.
that bat right there.
That one?
Nope.
Fuck. I'm gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, maybe that was just like one of the low percent rounds where
Life Bat?
there's a couple of bats further ahead too.
Yeah, I'll have to try those bats too. Frick.
Are you able? There was a power up above, like right where the platform hit the wall and bounced back.
I think it was just a health
Yeah.
item.
Ah, okay. It's not that great then.
And that health item is where the
Isn't it the
upgrade spawns.
Yeah.
That is not a Life Bat.
God damn it.
All I want is to show you guys the Hadouken, and then we can go.
Yeah, might as well just
Fuck it.
maybe
Fuck you, Life
maybe the
Bats.
Hadouken power up spawned at this point.
Yeah, I'll try.
You died one time. Maybe that was-
Twice.
No, but you died one time since you saw it the first time.
Oh, they hit me. It didn't spawn.
Ah!
It didn't spawn anyway. I saw the life up there.
Yeah.
Why? Where's the Life Bat then? I'm just gonna kill bats until I find the life. I'm not going anywhere.
There's a Life Bat somewhere in these catacombs.
I swear it's just these first ones here.
I was pretty sure as well, yeah. They respawn like frickin' wildfire.
They respawn like wildfire. There's a whole bunch of them.
And you don't need to do that in order to progress here, so you can just walk it off.
Yeah.
Ah! The Life Bat! We found the Life Bat!
Found a Life Bat!
Or at
We
least
found a life at least.
a bat dropped a life here.
That one. No.
I think it was the second one on this reverse staircase there. The one that just dropped
the one
that.
that's dropping things.
Yeah, I think that's the guy.
It's okay. We got a life. I feel better already.
Yeah. This is what progress tastes
Only
like.
because you feel validated.
Come
Yeah,
on, Life
Pretty
Bat.
much. That's the exact reason why.
Come on.
I managed to miss the one bat we were counting on.
Oh my god.
They respawn so fast.
And none of them are dropping lives anymore. Life Bat. Myth or legend?
Pretty much. Oh my god, you bats. Just give me lives.
Now, what's another example of game kind of in a vein like this where you had to painfully farm in order to progress?
Like every JRPG ever.
Yeah. But I want like a hard example that hits close to home from each of you guys. Because I have an answer for this already.
Oh boy. I feel like most games that require you to like actually stop and grind like that, I just get frustrated with.
Nah, yeah.
Because I can think of a few, but they're all JRPGs and I just probably didn't finish.
I mean, I could probably make like a top 10 list from the Dark Souls series alone.
No, but I want one specific example. I don't want lists.
Alright. Fuck it, we got a life. I think you have to die 3 times, which means I should be able to die 3 times already.
Alright.
Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky.
Maybe we'll find the real Life Bat.
I wonder if it's one of those ones.
There's number one.
That was an incredible play on my part. Thank you very
Number
much.
one. We got that out of the way.
Maybe you only get 1 life per death.
No, I'm pretty sure
I'm
you're
gonna
supposed to.
just kill all these and not ride the thing. Hold on. Give me a life. Just for fun. It'll be fun. It's a fun time for everyone, Life Bats. Is it this guy? It's that
that frickin'
It's
bad.
the one that looks crazy. God damn it.
That makes a lot of
You
sense.
Life
though,
Bat. Look
doesn't
at all
it?
these
Oh
lives.
my god. We found the Life
I
Bat.
found the Life Bat. I knew it was near the beginning. 3 lives. This bat is the best. It's Life Bat. Oh, okay. One thing. I'll get one more just for safety.
Life Bat
Okay, fuck.
giveth and Life Bat taketh away.
Answering
special
your
looking
question.
one.
I'm trying to think of an answer for your question.
I got an answer already.
Okay,
so.
Give us yours.
All right, so I actually my answer is twofold because it's sort of a franchise thing.
Yeah.
And as soon as I start talking about exactly which franchise it is, anybody who knows what I'm talking about will know exactly what I'm talking about. Dead Rising 1.
Okay.
Sure.
In order to unlock the weapon that breaks the game, you need to earn an achievement that's called the Zombie Genocider achievement.
Yep.
The Zombie Genocider achievement, I didn't realize this until recently, which is kind of annoying because of how much I played Dead Rising.
It's kind of a neat concept, actually.
Well, it is. It's fantastic.
Can I? Thank you.
And yeah. And the way that it works is you get achievement milestones for killing certain amounts of zombies, right?
Right.
So you get an achievement for
Fucking bats.
Sorry.
Just gave me another life.
Achievement milestones. You were saying.
You get an achievement for your first 100 zombies. You get an achievement for your first 1,000. You get 10,000, whatever.
Okay.
There is an achievement called Zombie Genocider that you unlock by killing 59,834, I think it is, zombies?
Mm-hmm.
Something. It's those numbers.
That was like
in
15 something.
No, it's 59 and then 3 digits, and I think it's 384. But I didn't realize until I started playing it again with Matt on the channel that in the opening scene when Frank is speaking with the helicopter pilot, the helicopter pilot says, Willamette, Colorado, population 59,384.
Yep.
You have to kill the population of Willamette in order to get the achievement. I didn't know where they got that number from. None of that made sense to me until I actually put it in.
Right.
And so I got that achievement. I unlocked the real Mega Buster. I did the whole thing, and it was a fucking slog.
Right up here is where there's going to be a thing after I die enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And doing it means you have to level up to the point where you can kill the convicts that spawn in the center park area, so that you can get their Humvee, and you have to use their Humvee to run over zombies, and then use the gun on the Humvee to protect yourself while you go into the parking garage that is filled with a couple of vehicles that you have to use to mow through zombies in the parking garage, all while maintaining the timeline of the main story plot so that the game doesn't cut itself short.
Right.
In order to get the achievement. And you have to get the achievement and finish a campaign in order to reap the benefits of it. So I did that.
Okay.
That seems like so much fucking work, man.
It was a lot of work. And Dead Rising 2 had an achievement called Zombie Genocider Part 2.
Uh-oh.
Which you had to kill literally 2 times as many zombies, 100,000 something. And the way that you had to do that was you had to grind at one of the casino slot machines. There's a large slot machine. You had to get a minimum number of money in your inventory. I think it's like $16,000 you have to collect on your own.
Yeah,
sure.
And you have to, basically once you do that, because of law of large numbers and RGN in the game, you're guaranteed to, as long as you're able to grind for a while, make enough money to buy the keys to a military-grade Hummer.
Okay.
That you can only gain access to in the central strip, and you have to drive up and down the strip until you destroy it, leave, come back, respawn, drive up and down the strip until you destroy it, and so on and such forth until you've killed enough zombies to get the achievement.
Okay.
So I did that as well.
Okay.
So those are my 2 slog grinds. That
I don't think I have anything quite worse than that.
All right.
I have a soft one and I have a hard one.
All right.
Soft one is in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
The Triforce?
No, Triforce is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But that, you need to do that for story progress, and they fixed that in the HD.
In the HD, they made
instead
it
of collecting 28 Triforce fragments, you only have to collect many less.
Yeah.
However.
Oh fuck me.
Oh.
Triangle jump. Come on.
It's fine. It's fine.
God damn it.
Embrace the void.
Please, just tell me I have another life.
Yeah, you're
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, so
thank you, life back.
The life back, Kevin.
The Swordmaster on Outset Island, which is your starting island in the game.
Orca. Yeah.
Old dude with a harpoon, badass.
Yeah.
Wicked good
your basic
character.
combos. He's my favorite sword master. His side quest thing involves giving him Night Crests, which is the item that you get from the Dark Nut enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It also involves fighting him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the deal is that you need to hit him 999 times
Fuck.
before he hits you 3 times.
Yeah. And it's kind of like the Hyperlight Drifter achievement that you can get for chain dashing.
What is
It's
wrong?
okay, it's okay.
I did a
It's
second.
okay, it's okay.
But you get a Hyperlight Drifter achievement for chain dashing 700
right
times.
now?
I did that.
It sucks. It's not worth
So
it.
hang on,
I
actually,
didn't do those ones.
so I actually, because after we played the game and we lost the recording, I went home and I bought it to just play the game.
Because it's fucking awesome.
It's fun, and also like I wanted to get a bit more practice in case we come back to it.
We will.
It's a great game.
So I figured that out on my own, and I figured out the timing, and I did that in one night.
Like, it's... Once you get the
timing down.
the beat, the rhythm, it's fine. It just sucks having to actually do it.
So this other thing is more because of it's going to be Dark Souls.
Okay.
If anyone who isn't
Why isn't it spawning? Do you have to beat all the bosses first? This might be it, guys. This might be it.
Oh, I see.
It might be. There might be too many things I need to do. Too many hurdles.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Right.
I have the thing that kills him, so we're gonna do that.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going with it. I'm just
Keep
gonna
going.
So
crack a cold one with my
Neil,
voice.
you probably already know what this is.
What's up?
The Fair Lady. The Fair Lady Covenant in Lost Isolate. Alright.
Is that the humanity thing?
There is a humanity thing. So
Yeah.
there is this sad spider lady who is also a firekeeper in Dark Souls who is in agonizing pain, and the only way to ease her pain is to join her covenant and give her humanity. Humanity being like the
Precious resource.
precious resource that you use to become human.
There's soft and hard or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Hot and cold.
hot and cold.
This is hard humanity.
You need to give her like the actual usable item. You collect it and you give it to her.
Okay.
Which you do. There are items that you can pick up throughout the world, but they're pretty rare.
Yeah.
The only like actual endless resource is through PvP. You either put down your co-op symbol and help people out, and you get it as a reward, I think. Or I might be confusing that with 2, because you do get a human effigy in Dark Souls 2.
I think
I
the
know-
human effigies are 2.
Okay, hold on.
But
Sorry, just chiming in real quick. Sorry. Hadouken requires 4 lives, all hard upgrades, all sub-tanks, and all weapons.
Oh, fuck that.
So-
Alright.
So anyways,
I'm not getting you guys a Hadouken.
That's
that's fucking fine.
that's okay.
Mostly because of the sub-tanks, honestly.
Yeah. Who fucking bothers with that?
So they're useful.
I've definitely done it. I'm trying to recall where all of them are.
I did it in Mega Man Zero because you get them from items. Like
Mm.
there's a whole new mechanic in that game called Cyber Elves, which are these little
What?
Yeah.
Cyber elves?
Cyber Elves. They're these little like floaty glowy things that give you. Some of them give you passive buffs, like I make you better at jumping and climbing, and it literally just improves your stats.
Abilities, yeah.
Some of them are like you use my life and I'll give you a sub tank.
Nice. So,
Right.
you were saying
Fair
about...
lady. So you have to give her this precious resource, which is really important. Which, for someone who knows the game backwards and forwards, that's not such a bad thing. But a lot of the stuff in the game isn't well explained.
Sure.
So stuff like how the covenants work, stuff like how humanity works at all, stuff it's never explained at any point in the game. So you will miss a lot.
Get off me.
Also,
you inside of me.
a major problem in the first Dark Souls game is that the
Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh,
I
God.
somehow had
Good save.
Woo.
Oh, shit.
You know, let's just get behind it. It's fine.
the co-op and the PvP is not
Tank
good.
it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Mega Man's
Don't
playing
worry
tank.
about it.
Okay.
It's all okay.
Mega Man's
We're
a
gonna
Reinhardt.
win.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
You're a Reinhardt who charges the enemy.
That's accurate.
I played Reinhardt exactly 1 time, and I've charged the enemy exactly 1 time, and it went that good for me, so thank you.
I really like Reinhardt.
People who play him good play him great.
Yeah. I prefer Winston.
The life that is reclaiming all the lives it gave me.
Taking it all back.
So there's an NPC the famous NPC in Dark Souls, Solaire.
I've even heard that name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To finish Solaire's side quest,
Everything's fine.
The life bat giveth.
there are two ways you can finish his side quest. Either you kill him, he goes
Okay.
crazy, and you kill him,
Okay.
That's how I did it.
or
Sounds like
you
exactly
do
what I
a
would
very
do. So.
you do a very specific series of events. You make sure that you do not go like into one very specific zone before doing a certain thing, and you are able to save his life and bring him with you to fight alongside you in the final boss fight.
Oh, so that's probably like a lot of work.
Really?
That
He will
may pay
help
out.
you fight Gwyn?
Yes, you can summon him to help you fight Gwyn.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So,
Freaking
like-
cool.
There are two endings. There are two endings for him. One where he
Goes crazy and gets put down.
Well, he goes crazy, gets put down, but that's kind of a happy ending because when he goes crazy, he gets what he wants.
Crazy.
Sort of.
And then in the other ending, he basically gets to be the hero in his own world and save his own world.
Okay, so it's kind of like the ending of Shutter Island. Spoilers.
There you go. Anyway,
Boy, I don't remember that movie well enough to say whether that's right or not.
Is it better to live as a monster or die as a hero?
Okay, so
Both?
let me finish, please. Co-op and connectivity in Dark Souls is garbage. In every,
There's a life
life back there. In
Well,
every,
That's
Anymore.
it's the life bat. Take it.
It's fine.
it's garbage in every version of the first game. It's horrible. It's horribly hard to connect with anybody consistently.
Oh sure, yeah.
So-
the online suite's not very good.
Invading is not consistent. It is very difficult to do. There is one particular spot in the game where you can pretty much endlessly farm humanity by killing skeletons that come up, like baby skeletons that come up to your ankle, and
Okay.
they just keep spawning.
So like that that joke that was made in the Make Love Not Warcraft episode of South Park where they grind the worthless characters for like 2 experience
Yes.
each. But
It's
in
for-
World of Warcraft that wouldn't have worked because they would have leveled out of being able to gain experience from such
we
weak
did,
enemies.
Yeah.
we did it the right way this time, guys.
Okay, so
Alright.
so I lost my place. Right, yeah. So
You grind the skeletons.
You can grind the little like baby skeletons. The problem with doing that is that the items they're also in like ankle high water, so you can only actually see half of their model.
Okay.
And the items that they drop, unlike any other item in the game, despawn after like 2 seconds.
Oh, so you gotta pick them up quick.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you need, I'm pretty sure, 80 hard humanity to get high enough in the Covenant so that you are able to get to the place that you need to go and sequence break the game so that you can save Solaire's life, so that you can bring him with you to the final boss.
Wait, but is it sequence breaking if it's a sequence that you're allowed to do?
I'm gonna say I'm using the term here, and fuck you.
Alright, just checking.
And granted, that is not as like there's not as much to do as in the Dead Rising thing. But this is a thing where, like, if you walk into a zone, like, if you walk 10 feet forwards
Mm-hmm.
from, like, the point that you enter, like, from this door, the quest is lost.
Okay.
It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
And the problem with Dark Souls, is there's no, like, obviously on PC you can save scum. There are ways to go into the back end and like, pull it back.
There's a reason why speedrunners do it on PC, that's
Yes.
for sure.
God, yeah.
But if you don't do that, if you're playing the game as it was created, then your file is garbage. It's worthless.
Yep.
Scrap it. Start over.
Enjoy.
I definitely killed Solaire because I did not do any of that humanity farming.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And sometimes
Nope.
things will go wrong, and it doesn't seem, you can't really tell why. And he'll just die.
Good old relatable Dark Souls.
Come on now.
Sometimes shit just is bad and it sucks. Alright, cool.
No, you can cut his appendages off.
You can.
Yeah,
You can cut the tusk off of the other guy too.
yeah. You are out of energy.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. You can still get a couple of good hits with that wind power.
Oh, don't get touched. He will suck my health away, and that makes it not fun.
Maybe just use your Mega Buster.
So I find this one to be easier just because of the way some of his attacks work. Oh boy.
Come on.
He shoots all those missiles, which are annoying.
And this can kind of burn through them.
Yeah. Because this thing just sits there and is active for so long.
Yeah. Boom!
Alright, Life Bat. We're good. We're back on good terms, Life Bat.
I don't know, you said some pretty mean things.
He was a jerk.
He was a jerk. He deserved what he got, but now we're okay.
Or everything is good now.
I guess we'll find out
Oh, God.
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Shut the fuck.
What's the most annoying, grindy thing you've ever had to do?
Well, sorry.
Other than Life Bat?
Let's not fuck around with had to do.
Other than Life Bat?
Other than the Life Bat.
I've done some dumb shit in some games.
I mean, yeah, you 120%ed Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, but I don't remember that.
And if he doesn't remember it, does it count?
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
So this level actually has my favorite music.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Boomer Clanger. And I don't care if these guys shoot lasers at me. Because they're super dodgeable.
No kidding.
These guys kind of annoy me.
Oh, another soft one. I 100%ed Kingdom Hearts 2.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%ing that one's not super.
Not great. Just you have to get so many, like, synthesis items.
Yeah, getting the super weapon. Because I have your save file for Kingdom Hearts 2 on my PS2 memory card.
Yeah.
So when I turned it on to start a new file, I saw that there was one that had like all of this information on it, and I was like, I just want to see. And it's like, ultimate weapon for every character, Rico's hanging out, whatever, it's cool. And I was like, Jesus fucking
That was
Christ.
almost terrible.
Yeah, that was me.
I feel like probably some of the grindiest stuff I've ever done was in MMOs.
Yeah, that checks out.
Because I'll put it out there, I played a lot of World of Warcraft in my life.
Oh my god,
A lot of it.
That's a game that you can spend time with, man.
Yeah, you can. It's not worth it.
What?
I just, I don't know. I never,
God,
weirdly
stupid
enough, I never
respawn
really
guy.
got super into MMOs.
Yeah, my big thing with MMOs that kind of steered me clear was the monthly subscription fee that so many of them require.
Yeah.
I am
Guild
not
Wars
going
is
to
free.
say here how much I spent on World of Warcraft.
A lot.
I will say that I played that game for a long time.
Fair enough.
I have a friend who's super into World of Warcraft and still is into it, and she tries to get me to play a lot just so that she'll have
you can
another
do
friend to
some
play.
crazy stuff to get this.
Oh wait, you create the frost platform, shoot
So I
it
think we can
forward.
actually do it just with a perfect triangle jump, which I'm bad at, but
I'll be right back.
it might actually be off of this
I'm
platform.
interested to see how this goes.
It's fine. We're gonna do it with this because I think it's easy.
Nice. Create that ice platform.
Let me get on it.
Cool. Oh shit.
Let me mess up.
That's
It's fine. We got lots of.
We got all the time in the world.
God. Yeah. Mega Man, your head's too fat.
Mega Man, get your head out of that helmet, you goon. Oh, fucking so close.
The thing that sucks about this one is this heart in particular is really easy to get with the weapon you get from this boss.
Oh god, of frickin' course. Which one do you get from this one?
You get the boomerang.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally.
The boomerang is great for. Oh, there we go.
Beautiful.
The boomerang is great for a lot of things in this game for collecting.
Yeah, that checks out.
But,
Nice.
yeah, I definitely, like... Because I played WoW in vanilla for a long time.
The only time I ever played WoW was Vanilla WoW, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, and then I heard that things were getting changed, and I was like, fuck this.
So vanilla is when they had the most kind of insane farming, too.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's because they had, like... What do they call it? A tuning for certain dungeons, if you wanted to do late-game content.
Yeah.
Which was a grind. But I actually did the... They had a bunch of, like, class-specific quests back then.
Yes, of course.
One of them was really cool for hunters, which also required grinding.
Because you had to get pets.
No, okay. You had to... What was it? You had to get an item from a boss in Molten Core to start the quest.
Okay.
when you got that item, what'd you do? You got a quest to kill 4 demons.
Okay.
All of those demons had like very specific weaknesses to hunter abilities, which included like
Beautiful.
one of them you had to kite around using cheetah stance, which if you got hurt would daze you, but you needed it because you needed to outrun him and use your poison arrow. Now the thing is, you had to outrun him for like 3 minutes because of how long the poison arrow would take to kill him. And you're doing this through a zone.
Oh,
and if other people attack the demon, he despawns.
Yeah.
That's garbage.
There's 4 demons. They all had like a weird quirk like that. I did all of those. And once you do all of those, you have to get an item from Onyxia's fight.
Okay.
Which is just a drop sometimes.
And
so then you have to grind that raid boss, which is like you can do once a week or something.
Because it's RNG for the drop, and if
Yep.
you do it with a party, then not everybody gets the drop. Like
and like hunters were the only ones who wanted it, but if you had more than one hunter trying to do the quest,
then you had drop.
like you had to roll for it. It was a random drop, and it's a raid that you could only do once a week.
And on top of the whole
Try to get this again.
Only hunters give a shit about it.
Oh, there's water. That's what it was. I knew there was something that made this like actually doable.
Yeah, it did.
And the water is because
The water is because I killed Lon Shock.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
Beautiful. But the whole thing with the hunters being the only ones who cared about it, in your average vanilla raid party, you would have
40 people.
You would and you would have at least 25% hunters. Like hunters were pretty
25%. I'm not gonna say, but like you would have between like 3 and 6 hunters probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
I did that. I did that entire thing. I got the crazy bow that you get for doing that. And that's probably the like biggest super grindy thing I've done in a game.
That's pretty big.
Like that probably took a solid month of playing that game, basically just going for those quests.
Mm-hmm.
And like buying equipment that allows me to beat some of those bosses easier that I had to do myself, the weird demons and stuff. Like a lot of stuff went into that.
Yeah.
And so, like I say, yeah, it's a grind, but like it was a grind because I'm grinding money to be able to afford an enchantment for my weapon to kill one of them, and like
hyper-specific things that you needed to account for.
It's also something that, like, when I look back on that, I think that was some of the best and most interesting stuff they did in that game. And like, I don't regret doing that, but boy, that was
a time spent.
That was a time spent.
Yeah.
Because I think I might have done one of those quests, like, the first time I tried WoW.
Yeah, I remember you loaded that up a while before I got hands on it.
Yeah, I tried a couple of different times. First 2 characters were both Alliance. Night Elf Rogue, that's the one I remember doing demon quest, a demon quest with.
Sure.
And, boy, that was garbage.
There's some garbage in there.
It was pretty garbage. It involved using the stealth mechanic. I ended up beating it eventually, and once I figured out how to do it, it was like, why was that giving me so much trouble?
Ain't that always the case, though?
Yeah, when you, like, revisit the thing
There's a way to, like, lock this guy into a pattern that I already messed up.
Oh, well.
Okay, here we go. So he will do his tongue move every time, and if I'm good, which I'm not, you can make it so he doesn't actually get, like, any spikes out.
This is the last, like, core game boss, right?
And then you're off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah. This game is really good, and I'm, like, playing it right now almost makes me just want to go, like, play this game again.
Have you heard about the first 100% completion?
There we go. So you do this to him.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't do anything.
Once you figure out the Johns
timing
on one of these bosses, it's so easy to just...
Do I have another one? Hold on.
I think that was it.
I feel like this is what I usually do last.
Okay. I thought you meant a grindy thing.
Oh, no.
Oh god, I can't remember what I was going to say there. But good job killing that guy.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was something.
Yeah, so then you go to the Sigma levels. Oh, I'm going to stop here.
Yeah,
I really wish I had gotten that Hadouken though, but
that would have been cool. But god damn.
like, do you want to watch me go through the levels and try to remember where everything is?
Wait, no.
I know there's something here that I didn't get.
What we should do.
Like that. Get out of here.
I mean, we got it all unlocked. We could just end on having unlocked the Hadouken. Like grown-ups.
Like grown-ups. We did it, guys!
Go through the level and see if you can grab it.
Where's Life Bat?
That's right, he's right here.
Punch him in the face.
Like, get a couple life bats. Bird! Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I still need to die again.
Whew.
I think I'm supposed to... You have to die 3 times?
I believe it's 3, yeah. Because it says you need a minimum
twice.
of 4 lives, so...
I think I died twice.
Yeah. One more go!
I don't care about you.
Could you imagine
Fine.
if it were an option to just ride that guy? Like,
That'd be awesome.
save some time, save some money. I get so frustrated when it's like contact with the enemy damages you.
Yeah.
In some very specific situations. Like sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes you're playing.
When it's covered in spikes. Alright, fine.
I'll concede
okay.
that point.
We expected to die one more time. So this time, that thing should be there, or I should be able to Hadouken, and I don't know. Like it's just
go.
Let's just shoot, right?
Go.
That's what you press.
Yeah, it should be.
Just go.
Going forward,
Go
shoot.
get the Hadouken.
Where is it?
Hold on. Just cycle through your tanks right now. Just.
Are you sure you don't already have it?
It's not an ability. It's like just a thing you do.
Yeah, but it says that there's going to be a tank, like some sort of denotation next to the health bar. You will see the upgrade capsule right next to the health.
Oh, I think it means the health that was on this ledge.
Okay.
Nope.
Mm.
Maybe it's an emulation.
I don't know, man. That's weird.
Could they have taken it out in emulation?
I don't know why they would have.
Copyright?
Are you supposed to jump to it 3 times?
No, it just says, okay, the
I mean, you've done
Hadouken,
that.
Surge Fist, or Wave Motion Fist is a move from Capcom Street Fighter suit. Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, that or I already have it and we can't get it to work for some reason. It's fine. We're done.
Alright, rate the game out of 10 right now. Sorry, your own rating system, quickly.
I'm gonna give this 10 out of X.
That's pretty good. I'm going to give this 0 out of Hadouken.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know why I...
Tony?
I'm gonna give this a Mega Man Cross Street Fighter out of 10.
Oof.